What's up, sickos? This is Dan from Oregon. This is My2Cents. We all got news earlier today that it's official. Gennady Golovkin, or Triple G, is going to be taking on Canelo Alvarez for the rematch. First one ended up in a draw. We all know Triple G got robbed in that fight, but here we are. We know rematches make money, so that's where we are. And this fight will go on May 5th. So right after Cinco de Mayo. And that really answered a lot of questions to me about why the UFC had taken so much time in between their fights. And let's go on here. That fight's going to be on HBO pay-per-view, by the way. But let's jump back to the UFC schedule here. So we're looking at UFC 223. It's going to be in Brooklyn, New York on April 7th. Ferguson versus Khabib, a super fight of all super fights at lightweight. Haven't had a fight like this in a long time. A 10-fight win streak and a 25-fight win streak coming in to face battle in the toughest division in the UFC. But if we take a glance at the UFC's overall schedule, and I look at this thing almost every day, and this is what we see here. We got 223 April 7th, and they got 13 pay-per-views coming this year, so basically a month in between each of them. 226 is July 7th. That means there's two pay-per-views in between, and so 224 May 26th. That only leaves, I think, 20 days between 224 and 225. But respectively, that's going to make the 224 pay-per-view 3 weeks after the Triple G and Alvarez pay-per-view. So UFC is really trying their hardest to stay away from that date. They know boxing has that one handled. I'm really curious to see, though, will 223 do great numbers out there in Brooklyn? And what's going on with 224? I thought for sure Cyborg versus Nunes was going to headline that. A super fight, throw Verdum on that card versus Volkov. Put Morales and Assunção, RDA, and Covington, really stack that card and make it massive for Brazil, like a couple of years ago when they had 45,000 strong. But it looks like it's not the case. They are going to go to 225 with Cyborg versus Nunes. At least that's what Cyborg would have you believe. And I, for one, if I was a Brazilian, I would not be very happy about that. But are you guys excited for Triple G versus Alvarez more than you are for Khabib versus Ferguson? Let me know in the comment section down below. Which one do you think is going to do more pay-per-views? 223 in Brooklyn or the rematch Triple G versus Alvarez? Let me know. I'll have more coverage coming to you soon. Back to you, sickos. I'm out.